and equivalence there. That just means to find out what it equals to after we've substituted, okay? So the word substitution means that wherever there are some letters in your algebra expression, you're going to want to replace it with a number. We're going to give you a number to substitute in for it, okay? And then the evaluation part means that you have to work out the answer after that. You'll type it in your calculator and you'll get an answer. Equivalent sounds a bit like, they both start with E, evaluation, equivalent. Some things in algebra are equivalent. It means that they are the same. So for example, an A plus 4 and a 4 plus A, they're the same thing. They're just written in a different order, but they mean the same thing. Okay, so sometimes you might be simplifying some stuff in algebra and you might get the A plus 4 and your friend might get the 4 plus A. You're both right. They are equivalent. Okay, so there are plenty of things that are equivalent. Doesn't mean that one of you are wrong. So let me show you what we're going to do. Example number 1. We're going to substitute that x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 6. So I'm telling you what they're equal to. We want to put them into these two expressions here. So the first expression is 5x. Okay, I don't even have a y, but I want to replace that x with the number 3. But hold the horses, okay? 5 and x are next to each other. What does it mean when two things are next to each other in algebra? Yes, Cash? Times, perfect. So we're going to put in a 5 and we're going to put in a 3 for the x, but we know they have to be times because they were next to each other. Okay? And 5 times 3, this is the evaluate part. Will you work out what that equals? 5 times 3 is 15. So you should always show what I call the substitution line, which is you show me, you've replaced that x, you put that in there, you know that times is there, you show me the substitution line, and then you show me your evaluated or your final answer afterwards, okay? Part B, just a bit longer, a few more things we're going to have to put in there, but the same kind of process. The x's, we change those into 3s. Yes, Anton. Anton? Yeah. Yes, good. But I had it wrong first. Oh, you didn't tell me the answer? Yeah. Not yet. I got to do my substitution line first. Substitution line first. Are you going to tell me that or just the straight answer?
Substitution line is 5 times 3.
Yes, with the little, you need the little squared that's above the x. Yeah. Yep. Then plus
2 times 6.
Because y is 6, yes.
Plus 3.
Very good. Does that make sense to everybody else what he did? Yeah? So what was the final answer, Anton? Let you finish it off?
45.
Oh, no. Did you get the squared on the 3? What did you get?
33?
Nope. Calculators, everybody get them out. Unless I got it wrong. Maybe I should type it in.
I think it's 45.
Oh, all right, let me type it in.
Because square is 15,
60. That's what I had. 5 times 3 squared. Do you know what your squared button is? Yeah. So, over here is your squared button.
That's times it.
Yeah, times it by itself, not by 2. Then plus 2 times 6.
Oh.
And then plus 3. Alright, so it is indeed 60.
I see where it is in my head.
Okay, so sometimes it can seem like the substitution line is the harder line, but you have to type it in correctly into your calculator too. Yes, Si. This week, yes, and next week. Two calculators? Alright. Question 2, keep going. Substitute. Now I have some new ones here. We change the numbers all the time, okay? So this time, x is equal to minus 5, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to 4. We have 3 different letters. So, first of all, what is 6x? So we're going to, 6 and x means times. So 6 times by, but the x is a minus 5. Okay? Use your calculator. What's 6 times minus 5? Hands up, yep. minus 30. Excellent. Okay, B, a bigger one. So follow through the question. So start on the top. I have a 7. Then I have a minus 8y, which means 8 times by y. And remember up here, the highlighted part, the y is equal to 2. Okay. Then for the bottom line, the bottom row there, we have 3x, which means 3 times x. But we replace the x with a minus 5. Then we have a plus 4y, which means 4 times by y, which is 2. And, I've run out of room here, but I'm going to keep going, minus 5z. So that means 5 times by, instead of z, a 4. Make that bottom line bigger so it all fits under there. Okay, so you'll need your calculator for that. Type it in very carefully. I don't expect anyone to do order of operations like we did last year. You do the substitution line and then you use your calculator to get the answer, please. Has anyone typed it in? Please also make a note that there should never be any x's or y's or z's left in here. Once you've substituted in, the letters are all gone. Okay? Shouldn't be any letters left. What do we get? Yeah, again.
Minus 9 over minus 10.
No. You're doing it in your head. No, you didn't do it in your head? Anyone else got an answer? Yes?
1 over 3?
Yes. 1 over 3. Okay. More of the same. We're just practicing. We're going to get really good at this. So this time we're changing the letters. We've got A and B. A is negative 3 and B is a 2. So putting that into my first expression, 2A means 2 times by A, which is minus 3. Also note that my equal signs are all going underneath each other, okay? I work down the page. So what is 2 times minus 3? Up the back, yes?
Negative 6.
Yes, very good. On to B, part B, which is B minus A. So replace the B with a 2. Then I have a minus sign. We'll be careful here because A has its own, it's minus 3. I have 2 minuses next to each other, and you probably remember that's a plus. It means 2 plus 3, which is 5. But again, you could just type that in your calculator. Even if you'd forgotten that 2 minuses make a plus, your calculator will handle that for you. C, substitution line first. So on the top, 4A means 4 times by minus 3, because A is minus 3. On the bottom, we have B, which is 2 plus 1. Type it in the calculator. Got an answer? Yeah, what'd you get?
Negative 4.
Yeah, very good. Negative 4. Okay, don't be scared of the messy ones. Just keep to the process. Sub them in where the letters are. Use the brackets. So we've got bracket, B on the top. B is a 2. So I have 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and then it says plus 5. That was the first bracket. The second bracket says 2A, so that means 2 times minus 3, over 3 minus 1. Okay, you know where the brackets are on your calculators. Yes? All right, give that one a go. Lots of brackets and fraction buttons to be used in there. Yes?
Negative 18.
Yes, good job. Wonderful. Okay, there is question 4 on the next page. Now this one, I'm going to circle it straight away. This is my slightly harder question, all right? Not very many of these, but remember that even though we are doing slightly easier work than the other two classes, you're still doing the same tests. Okay, we do also do the same tests, okay? So it is good for you to see some of the harder questions. There's not going to be many, if any of them, but occasionally there might be one, okay? All right, so are a minus 3 and 3 minus a equivalent expression? Remember, equivalent means are they the same? Now we said, what was the one we had before? It was a plus 4. A plus 4 and 4 plus a are the same. But is it the same if there's a minus sign in there? Who thinks yes? Hands up. Ooh, no hands? Who thinks no? Hands up. Oh, that means everybody else has no opinion.
No hands.
They're not the same. Okay, they're not the same. No, they're not the same. But can you tell me why? Why are they the same if it's an addition, and why if they're a subtraction it's different? Anton?
Because if, like, say A was 3,
Yes.
then it would be... Actually, no, change my mind. Say A was 4, then it would be 4 minus 3, and that would be negative 1. And then if it was 3 minus 4, oh, wait, no. Yeah, it would be 1. And then say if it was 3 minus 4, then it would be negative 1.
That's right. I wrote down exactly what you said, or pretty close. Alright? So if you were to use an example of putting a number in there, and Anton chose 4, if I went 4 minus 3, I get a positive 1. But if I went 3 minus 4, I get a negative 1. Because I'm taking away the big number here, and in this one I'm taking away the little number. Okay? So that's why you get a different answer. Whenever you're subtracting things, the order that you write them in is important. Okay? So good. That's a good one. Part B. Are A plus B and B plus 2A minus A, are they equivalent expressions? Yes or no? Justify your answer. So who says yes? Well, okay, you want to think about it first? Okay, have a think. Say, have a think if you're a yes or a no. Do you think that, I'll highlight them for you so you can see it better, is that the same thing as that? All right, ready to make a decision?
No.
You're not ready to make a decision, or no is your answer?
More time.
More time. All right. I'm going to, for the people who have made a decision, who says yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The yeses have it. They are. They are the same. Yes, they are. And let me show you why. Okay, yes, these ones are the same. Okay, so because, let's take that second one that I've highlighted there. The B plus 2A minus A. Now this is probably a little bit naughty to have this question in here because we're going to cover adding and subtracting stuff tomorrow, probably. Okay. But hopefully you remember from last year. Do you remember what you can add and subtract things or collect things in algebra if they have the same letters? Yeah, you remember that? So I have got a 2A minus, that would be a 1A. Remember, there's no number to 1. So 2A minus 1A is just an A.
Yeah.
So I have got 1A there, and I have got a B. Oh, that's what the first one was. They are the same. There you go. That wasn't too hard, was it?
No.
Just makes you think. The reason I circled that one is because they're just a little bit unusual the way those questions are written is all. Okay? So that is it for the examples. Your turn to practice. Here is exercise 1B. It is on page 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so 3 pages. You should be able to get most of that done before the bell. Okay, so do you want me to get you started? You don't need me to get you started. You do? Okay, so substitution. It says, what number is obtained when x is equal to 5? So x is equal to 5. And I want to put it into this expression over here. It's even given you the times. Being generous to you. Okay, so instead of 3 times x, I'm going to go 3 times by, what's x? 5. Whoop, what does that equal? 15. Done. Next. Okay, so the next one is, it says in the word, what is the result of 20 minus b? That's my expression. And it says b is equal to 12. Okay, it just hasn't said with the equal sign. It's just put it in words. So b equals 12. Okay, put b equals 12 into there. Show me the substitution. And then what is the answer? Give it a try. Then I'll write it down. You did it? It's 8. That's it. But you will show me 20 minus 12. You show me that you substituted the 12, the b is the 12. And then that equals 8. Okay. 3. What is the value of a plus 2b if both a and b, both of them, equal 10? So if it's an a or a b, it doesn't matter. You just put 10 in for both of them. Okay. Put it in. So you're going to go a is 10. B is 10. What does it equal? I'm going too fast now, aren't I? 30. Yeah. All right, I've got to stop now. You got to do something. Your turn. Oh, math is so much fun. It's hard to stop. All right, you go. Let's stop.